Hello dear friends, my name is Victoria Moro. Welcome to Release of the Day. Please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel where you can keep up with the newest trends in the world of indie artists. Hello, I am so happy to be here with you. Join us tonight a very talented musician. Hello.
Well, hello. Hi, thanks for having me on the show. Appreciate that.
Thank you for your time. How are you doing?
Pretty good, actually. It's been a crazy morning around here at the house, but it's been pretty good.
Oh yeah, now it's morning. Yeah, for you it's morning now.
Yeah.
For us it's almost night. But okay. Yes, and are you ready to begin?
Let's do it.
Okay, first of all, please introduce yourself. What's your name?
Well, my name is Michael Coleman. I'm known as the Metropolitan Cowboy, and I am the artistic director of the Phoenix-based music creation entity known as Your Shadow. And so what we are is we are a collaborative network of singers, musicians, and those who are in the arts. And I'm at the top of the pyramid, producing and writing and doing everything to bring the projects that we create together.
Oh, wow. A lot of different roles and different activities. Amazing. And where are you from?
We're based in Phoenix. I'm actually originally from California, though. We're based in Phoenix right now. By the way of Columbus, Ohio. That's Your Shadow was started in Columbus, Ohio, and then now we're based out of Phoenix, which we are Phoenix's #1 independent artist for the last 4 weeks.
Oh, wow. It's an honor for us to have you here. Fantastic. And what is the genre of your music?
Well, the Your Shadow catalog has got everything in it. We started off in dance music, but right now we're focusing on contemporary country and Western.
And what is the last song you listened to?
Actually, the last song that I listened to was Midnight Train to Georgia by Gladys Knight and the Pips, because I'm actually going to be seeing Gladys Knight in concert later on this week. And so I wanted to refamiliarize myself with her catalog. So that actually was the last song that I listened to was Midnight Train to Georgia.
Oh, I think you listen a lot of songs during the day, actually, because it's like part of work. Okay.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm always doing something, but music is not only the only thing that I do. I'm a filmmaker, photographer, and do a lot of other things in the arts. So sometimes I just like to have silence while I'm trying to create.
And what is your favorite movie or TV series?
My favorite movie of all time. Okay, that's kind of a complicated question. My favorite movie of all time is a movie called Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. It's an old. I like old black and white movies, and that is an old Betty Davis movie. It's a horror movie, and it's just really well done. And my favorite TV series, I like classic television. And then I like some modern television, but my favorite television series of all time is a show that you might not be familiar with. It's called Sanford and Son, and that is my favorite television show of all time. But in modern times, I like the Law and Order series.
Oh, nice. And what about book? What's your favorite book?
Oh, geez. When I get a chance to read, I like to read a lot of things that are going to make me better. So the last book of my favorite book that I've had is one. It's called Frientimacy, and it helps folks form friendships. It gives you tools on how to form better friendships with people.
Oh, nice. I ask everything and you remember everything very easy. You answer so fast. Fantastic. Some people like, oh, it's complicated question. But you're like, oh yes, this is like 1, 2, 3, 4. Fantastic. And it's a simple question. What's your favorite dish?
My favorite dish. I love a lot of soul food, but what's so funny though is in my favorite Italian dish, I'll go even one better because I'm actually going to be in Italy next year. Actually, I'm going to be in Rome next year, and I love lasagna bolognese.
Oh, lasagna. Nice. But in general, when you cook for yourself at home,
When I cook for myself at home, like I said, I love soul food. So I'm known for my macaroni and cheese. Actually, that's one of my signature dishes, and my Parmesan Brussels sprouts. I'm famous for those too. So.
oh, wow. Fantastic. Very, very interesting and nice. And are you a cat person or a dog person? Or
Definitely not a cat person. I'm allergic to cats. Actually, so I'm a dog person. I have a golden doodle here, Sammy, and I love dogs. Yeah.
Do you have some dogs at home?
Yeah, I have a golden doodle, and his name is Sammy. And I love dogs. I'd be the type of person that I could never volunteer at a dog shelter because I'd want to adopt them all. I just love dogs that much.
Oh, nice. I love dogs too. They are fantastic. And we comes back to the music. Which artists influence you most of all?
Oh, that's a very tough question because the ones that influence me generally are ones that people have never heard of. Now, from a songwriting standpoint, since that is primarily what I'm known for, I love the writing team of an organization called Holland is the writing team that I love, and they're the ones that are behind all the Motown records from the 1960s and 70s. And why they influence me so much and why I love them so much is because it takes a lot of talent to be able to crank out one song after the other, after the other, after the other. It's very difficult to write one song, but to do it back to back to back to back, all the time, it takes a big level of talent to do that. And so they're one of my main influences because I was once told by a publisher that my work reminded me of them because I'm able to do one song after the other, all different types of genres, styles, and themes. And so they're really one of my big influences. Now, from a musician standpoint, there are so many talented musicians that never get any recognition, and a lot of the Nashville session players are some of those musicians. There's some great musicians that you could just tell them this is what I need, and they're able to play it on the spot like that, and you never know who they are because they're nameless and faceless. But there are a lot of great unknown talent.
Yeah, actually, Nashville is most popular place in the world for country style musicians and in general for fantastic musicians.
Yeah, and a lot of them never get any recognition. Now, I had a guitar player as part of the See Your Shadow network of stars named Bo Dean, is one of the greatest guitar players that I've ever seen, and I was so lucky that he was able to play on so many of my records, and he ended up passing away and dying before we got one of our songs in a movie that he was primarily the lead instrument on, and so that was kind of interesting because when we released the record, I put his name on the record as one of the featured people because he was that great in it.
Nice. And if we talk about your own music, describe your music in a sentence or even better in a word.
Ooh. I would say the best word to describe my music is innovative.
Okay.
And I chose that particular word because I'm always writing songs that are about themes that aren't normally explored in music, and I'm always willing to step outside of the music norms and put things together that have never been done together. And so for example, the song that I was just telling you about with our guitar player, See Your Shadow was the first organization to combine country and western and hip hop. and for our song Like a Kid Again, and that was the record that I was talking about. So it had never been done before, and so I decided that we were going to put the two genres together to do this mashup. And then we were the first to do the dance version of the baseball classic "Take Me Out to the Ballgame." We did that for a show that we were doing, and I produced that and put that together. So I like to do things that have not been done before. So.
Oh, nice. And next question actually is about gigs, but I know very well, and of course you have fantastic experience and you play a lot of different gigs. But for example, which was the most notable for you or the best one for you?
Oh, yeah, that's a very good question, because See Your Shadow is primarily a studio entity, and I only bring us out for special occasions to play live. And so I was asked to, every year in the United States, there's an event, it's a sporting event called the Softball World Series. And it's the largest amateur sporting event held in the United States every year. And so when they came to Ohio, the organization was going to come to Ohio, they asked me to write their theme song for the event that year. And they fell in love with the theme song. So they asked us to open for their headlining act. And so the singer that in my organization, we were able to put a whole act together, which is where the version of "Take Me Out to the Ballgame" came in, and we were able to perform this whole set with the theme song as their anchor in front of, I think it was 30,000 people at this event, and that was it was the first time they ever had a theme song. And it was the first time that the theme song was actually on the Jukebox Network, and so this was the largest audience that my singer had ever performed in front of. So it was a big deal, and we were that goes down as one of the milestones.
Very interesting story. It's always nice to know much more how it happened, something from backstage, news from backstage, because some people think that artist it's like from other universe. It's someone what is somewhere here in the air. But when you start to talk, then yes, I'm a live human. I like lasagna. I play here. I go there. It's really gives like a better connection with audience.
Yeah, I tried. The thing that I love about myself is that I'm as real as it can get. What you see is what you get. And I'm just your average Joe person that I can have conversation with the CEO of a company, and then the homeless person on the street, and everybody in between, and engage them just like I've known them for forever.
Oh, nice. You have good humanity, actually. And I think it's almost answer for our next question. It's what's your best quality? Very, you feel all questions, Mamma mia.
I think what my best quality is that I'm open to anything. And what I mean by that is that I don't say why can't something be done. I ask myself, how can I do something? And so I don't limit what it is that I try to do. And I think most artists, once they get into a certain genre, then they don't step outside of that genre. And I find myself always trying to challenge myself. What's going to make me a better artist? What's going to make me a better person? How can my work have an impact on the people who are going to hear it? And so that's always in my mind.
Nice, beautiful. And if we actually talk about something else, for example, what do you believe in?
As far as like religion, as far as things like that. Well,
like people believe God in themselves, like you, especially you.
Well, I think that two things. I think it's very important, number one, to have a strong belief in yourself. But I am not alien enough to know that my talent comes from someplace. So if there's a deity out there, you know, I mean, that is where I'm getting my talent, because it comes from someplace. Since it is all natural. You know, a lot of people that I work with think that I've, you know, studied for a long time. I once worked with this professor from the University of Calgary here in Canada, and he was surprised that I wasn't technically trained the way that he was trained, because of the things that we were doing, and I would always try to convey to him, you know, the music is about feeling. You know, what we're doing is about feeling, and that has got to be at the heart of everything that we do. So the only way that I'm able to do any of the work that I create is through some higher power giving me the talent to be able to do it.
Nice, amazing. Thank you so much for this answer. And what about your music creation process? How it happens?
You know what? It depends on the project, actually, because inspiration could come from anywhere, and how I bring something together. You know, for example, you know, we've had 5 number ones on the iTunes charts and iTunes country charts in South Africa, and our second number one was an instrumental that I did on a pair of bongos. That's how I created it. I had a couple of drinks one time, and I saw an old pair of bongos sitting on the shelf, and I started tapping on a pair of bongo drums, and then that laid the foundation for our song, which eventually became My Words, which was our second number one. The theme song for the baseball event that I was talking about earlier, I actually composed that by tapping it out with my fingertips on the dashboard of the car as I was driving on a cross-country road trip. So I mean, how I bring something to life could come from could be any way.
Oh, it's really interesting, because everyone have absolutely different idea. But yeah, you can't control inspiration, or it comes or it don't. Never someone.
Indeed. You just got to go with it.
Oh yeah. And for example, if you can, please sing to us 15 seconds one of your favorite song a cappella.
Oh my goodness. And because I know you caught me off track, because I normally don't do this, but because I got to think of something that's in my range, because I'm a bass, so I got to think of something that's in my range. You know, and nothing is coming to my mind that I would.
Maybe your own song. You remember maybe some kind of one of your songs?
Yeah. You know what? I love. Okay. I will do this. Let's see. I'll just do the Happy Birthday. How's that? Because I did this once before. So I'll just give you a bar of that. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. How's that?
Wow. Really most particular singing. But really, I see that, wow, what is it now? Wow. Wow, nice. Thank you so much. But you know, you have fantastic, very deep and very like velvet timbre of voice. Yeah, because always nice to pronounce one phrase, but when you sing, like whoa.
Yeah. You know, and I'm normally the one behind the scenes. I normally don't step in front, but if I need to, I can. The very first song that we ever had on the radio, I actually was performing on, because I couldn't find anybody to do it for me. And so I was like, you know what, I'll just do it. I'll just step in front because normally I'm the one behind putting everything all together on the production side. So I was like, you know what, I'll just step in and do it.
But very nice. Thank you so much. And now our final question. Tell to us about your music project and your future plans.
Oh, jeez. All right. Okay. So right now we have our current single out, which is a song called "Crazy Things Like That." It's doing actually really well. We're looking for our third top 10 on the independent charts with that one. On the heels of our other two, "Take It to Your Grave" and "Missing West Virginia." And we also have our Christmas record out that is really performing very well. It's called "Christmas on Cellblock 9." And it really is just a fun piece, and I love pushing that one. And so the campaign for that Christmas piece is doing very well. A lot of people are rediscovering, as with Christmas music, they do it every year, and so that's one of my favorites in our catalog, "Christmas on Cellblock 9."
Now it's actual time for Christmas songs. Yes.
Yes.
That's the correct time for all Christmas songs. And please let our audience know where they can listen to your music, which platforms you can be found on.
Sure. We are on all the digital platforms, so Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, anywhere that they find digital music, and you can also go to our flagship website, seeyourshadow.com, SEEYOURSHADOW.com, and then of course YouTube. You'll see look for the Metropolitan Cowboy channel on YouTube, and you'll see a lot of our work there. And and Facebook is our preferred social media platform. So I like people to go ahead and like us on Facebook. And I also like folks to friend request me personally on Facebook. You'll see Michael Coleman. You'll see me with the cowboy hat. You can't miss it. And tell me that you saw me or heard me on the show. So I love to interact with our fans who say, "Hey, I saw you on this show," and we'll start a dialogue that way, and then maybe I'll drop you a CD.
Oh wow, very very nice. Now everyone need to mention it when you saw the show. And what song are we going to listen to now?
Well, this is our latest single that is doing really well. We're trying to get our third top 10 on the independent charts. It's getting a lot of airplay on radio. It's being received very well, and it's called "Crazy Things Like That." And it just tells a story about a couple and who are in love and about a free-spirited young lady, and it's just a really fun track.
Oh wow, very nice. Thank you so much. And now let's enjoy the song together.
In his hand, raincoat thighs, waiting on his porch outside. Just left the Victoria's Secret store. Picked up his phone and read her text. Running to the front door, almost broke his neck. Bungee jumping, cliff diving, closing her eyes while she's driving. That's just her idea of fun. Skinny dipping in the neighbor's pool, playing leapfrog in high heel shoes. She likes doing crazy things like that. things like that.